for your unwavering support for PlayStation.
Oh boy. Oh no. That dude does not look like he belongs in The Last of Us. Oh my, no way, man. Come on, Naughty Dog. You gonna wait for the Summerfest showcase? Indy? Oh my goodness.
Was it simply a trick of the senses?
I honestly don't know what to say. Another, like, once you felt that they weren't, it was not like in the middle, it was near the end of the conference and they didn't drop it and then we didn't get it. I mean, granted, this is all community expectations. This is all me and us building up hype for this game because we want this game. I want to put context to this. We literally have, this game came out 10 years ago. We played it, we loved it, we kept this game alive for the longest time. It still has active servers. This Last of Us Factions community is unparalleled to anything that I've seen before. There's people to this day playing this game every single day. That's how great the multiplayer is. It is considered one of the most underrated battle royale, underrated multiplayer experiences of all time. It's like a cult favorite. It is that good. For them to come out with a PC port, a part one, a remake, a rebuild, whatever you want to call it, for the PlayStation 5, and not to have factions, bummed us out. Before that, of course, they did not make a multiplayer for Last of Us Part 2. Then we had an uproar, and they had to put out a statement saying, we're not doing multiplayer with this game, but we assure you something is happening. And that something was happening was something that we've been waiting for years. It's been in the making forever. Neil Druckmann has been talking about this game for a long time, which is a rare thing to do for the head of Naughty Dog to be talking about a game like that. Because forever we've been talking about multiplayers for Naughty Dog have always been the best, considering for the resources that they have, the limited teams that they had, and for them to put out such award-winning, in my eyes, one of the best third-person multiplayers of all time when it comes to Uncharted 2, 3, and Last of Us. Uncharted 4 as well was great. And what was like I keep saying, if not now, then when? Why would you put it out there on the Summer's Game Fest when it will be surrounded by other great games from not only PlayStation but Xbox and Nintendo? You know, have it be like, you could have put that Spiderman thing, granted not that long, you could have put the Spiderman thing in the Summer Showcase and that would have stood out on its own. I mean, I'm just trying to say, like, Last of Us Faction standalone multiplayer needs its own thing. It needs to be like, listen, we're all like, Naughty Dog's behind it, we're behind it. This is it. This is the thing that we have envisioned, this new immersive experience that you're gonna want to play with your friends or not. I don't know. Spider-Man doesn't need this help. You know what I mean? Spider-Man does not need its help. Spider-Man's gonna make sales, dude. Marvel is gonna be getting, like, it's Insomniac knocked out of the park with both Spider-Man and Spider-Man Miles Morales. Spider-Man 2 does not need to be the crown jewel of the showcase. Granted, Marvel makes sales, right? Factions needs his help. Factions needs the Sony machine behind it to let you know, like, dude, this game is going to be the best. And it is a bummer that, you know, Last of Us once again is not in the showcase, not even mentioned, not even talked about. And there should be something. There should be something. I don't know what it is. And I'm concerned that Summer's Game Fest is not going to be the thing that will have that. You know what I mean? Like, Summer's Game Fest, it won't have the same pop as it would have in this experience, like right here, the PlayStation thing. It's just a bummer all along. And I mean, granted, yes, I would say, just to put a pin on this entire thing, if you are a PlayStation fan, you're happy that have so many different titles coming out that feel like not only exclusives, but they just feel great. If you own the PlayStation 5, if you own a PlayStation 4, there's some games coming your way. This is a big W for PlayStation. But when it comes to The Last of Us Factions multiplayer fans, it's yet another time where we did not get any kind of shine. And it's a bummer in its own right. And these feelings will go away when the game finally gets to see the light of day, when we get something beyond just art concept. But as someone that is a big voice, or in terms of voice in the Last of Us multiplayer community, it is a bummer. You know what I mean? It's a bummer. It's a bummer. Now I know how it feels to be like a Mirror's Edge fan, or like a Skate fan, or like a Tony Hawk, like, great games that just don't get that enough love to it. But Naughty Dog is certainly losing the momentum that the Last of Us HBO show had, and I wish, for whatever reason, I wish that they were capitalizing on that momentum. So I don't know what to say. Another one bites the dust when it comes to showcases and state of plays. Only thing we can look for is the Summer Game Fest.